Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. সবাইকে শুভ শারদিয়ার অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা ও ভালোবাসা. And today I'm gonna create this super glam makeup look only for Durga Puja. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Wishing everyone a very happy Durga Puja and Navratri. So let's get started. My skin wasn't just behaving well, so I applied a little bit of ice cube at first, and then I applied a moisturizer all over my face. And then I use the Coccoon InstaLift Wrinkle Filler as my primer. Guys, whenever I use this as a primer, my face feels hydrated throughout the day and my makeup stays intact. Because my face has a lot of redness today, I decided to do a little bit of color correcting, so I'm using the peach corrector and applying it on the areas where I have a little bit of redness going on. And I used the yellow corrector under my eyes to color correct my dark circles a little bit. Then for my foundation, I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect one. And then I used a little bit of LA Girl Liquid Illuminator with it. First I used my Arte Duo Fiber brush, and then I used a beauty blender to blend everything in. This is, guys, another concealer that I cannot live without, and this is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and the finish is, oh my god, you just need a tiny little bit and it blends beautifully. I really like it. If you need a concealer for your special occasions, then just go and get it. Next I used a loose powder to set my under eyes, and remember guys, I don't bake with it because whenever I try to bake, my skin feels so tight and dry, so I don't really bake my face anymore. So what I do is I just apply this powder wherever I applied my concealer, and then I take another brush and just dust the powder all over my face. And this powder is super finely milled, so you don't need much. Next, to fill in my brows, I'm using a pomade and I'm using an angular brush. I find this kind of brushes are very handy if you are filling in your brows or you are doing your eyeliner, and this brush is from Arte. Next, to set them on place, I'm using a brow gel, and this gel is always out of stock, so you can use your Wet n Wild one or the NYX one, and they kind of works similar. So yeah, if you can't get your hands on it, just go for the other ones. Moving on to my eyes, and I'm using the Sugar Blend the Rules eyeshadow palette in the shade 01 Vogue. I'm not sure it's still available or not. I think Sugar Cosmetics has recently launched their new series of Blend the Rules eyeshadow palette. I just checked their website, and surprisingly this palette wasn't there. So first I took the peach shade and using it all over my crease. I'm just using it as a transition shade, and these eyeshadows, they blend beautifully. They blend like a dream, and I really like this eyeshadow palette, so I don't know if it's discontinued or not, and if so, I'm just gonna cry like a cry baby because I love this eyeshadow palette. Then I took the brown shade and placing it on my outer corners, and I'm slightly dragging it towards the tail of my brow. You guys can see actually what I'm doing here. I know I'm very bad at explaining, but yeah, I'm just placing the shadows and blending them with a clean fluffy brush. Then I'm taking the burning eyeshadow palette from the brand Focallure, and this eyeshadow palette is bombdiggity.com. okay, I'm taking the yellow shade from this palette and just blending the edges so that it looks very seamless and blended and everything looks put together. Then I'm taking the shade Queen and placing it on my eyelid halfway through, not on my entire lid, and look at that shade, guys. Oh my god, it looks stunning, you guys. I don't know the camera is doing justice or not, but in person this shade is, oh my god, I cannot explain it to you guys. It's beautiful. I took this shade called Sienna and I just placed it on my inner corners and I dragged it slightly towards my inner crease. And the star of the show, the shade is called Diamond, and for that extra pop I used it on my inner corners and I placed it in the middle of my eyelid, and as you can see it changed the look altogether. So yeah, I'm really happy with my eye look today. Then to finish my eye look I used the same two shades that I have used before. First I applied the brown shade and then the peach one. And that's pretty much it for my eyes. I just curled my lashes and applied a waterproof mascara. I always use waterproof mascaras, and I know this look is crying for falsies, but I don't like using falsies, so I'm not gonna use it anyway. Then I used the Rimmel pencil to tightline my eyes. For my bronzer today I'm gonna use the Palladio one. This bronzer is okayish. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it as well. I have my other bronzers that I am gravitated towards more. To contour my face I'm using the Sugar Subtle Summit one, and this palette is amazing. If you want a palette that has a good bronzer, a good highlighter, a good blush, just go for this one. This is amazing, you guys. I took the blush from the same palette, and this palette is pigmented, you guys. If you have darker skin tone, just go for this one. This sugar palettes are amazing. Then I used the Good Vibes Green Tea Toner as my face mist, and this gives a very beautiful glow to my skin. I have never used this before on my channel, but the Shivana color highlighters are amazing. If you haven't used it already, just go and get it. They are very inexpensive and very good quality. Then I added a bindi and changed my earring, and I'm really loving the way it's looking, but we are not done yet. To complete this look, I'm using the Nykaa Metalicious Lip Crayon in the shade Call Me Scarlet. Such a stunning red, you guys. It's suitable for each and every Indian skin. I love this shade. I wanted to include this shade in my Durga Puja video, so I haven't mentioned it in my previous top 10 lipsticks for festive season video. If you haven't watched it yet, I will put a card here so that you guys can watch it if you haven't already. And yeah, that's the finished look. I hope you guys like it, and if you did, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And that's it for today's video. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.